What's up, guys? Mr. Happy is Missing, bringing you episode 30 of Tales of Xillia, and I've been away for a little while. So, last time, if you don't remember, because I know I sure didn't until I took a look at my last episode, we left Labari Hollow, we came back to Jondu, and saw everything was, a little darker than we thought it was. This time, we are going to head forward towards the Kambalar Trail. However, we're going to go ahead and level up first. Plus, I want to do some art reworks. Thanks to one of my friends coming over for a while, I've realized how much I miss playing Xillia. So I finally got back into the swing of things, and I'm trying to come back with a vengeance. So after I do all of my level ups, I am going to do a complete restructuring of my arts for the most part, just to match the playstyle I had before. This is actually why I'm grabbing Raging Blast right off the top here. Let's see here. HP gain 2. The max HP sounds pretty nice. Care less about that. So we're going to go ahead and go in this direction, and we're going to grab our HP skill. Alright, and auto level Mila, who will get Overextension 2 and Divine Streak, with 8 more orbs to spend. And she's going to be getting Intelligence 2 and Stamina 2 Blade Torrent. And that will complete yet another. Alright, and then for at least, I'm actually going to grab a couple of things myself. I generally auto-level, but just the huge amount of value you get out of Life Up and Mind Up are pretty big. If I haven't already talked about those, or if I have, it's been a while. These are just valuable because you can just get permanent HP and TP boosts at the end of a given battle, and they last like forever, so they're just very worthwhile grabs. Regrettably, I should have grabbed them much earlier on, well, the rest of the characters, but oh well. Live and learn, I suppose. So Leia's got hers already, so we can just do this. Spirit Vitality, Crescent Flash. Alright, going over to Rowan. We're going to go ahead and grab that node. Get him the Life Up, Mind Up, and we'll just get him the rest of the way. Alright, learning a bunch of things here. And then Alvin already has his, so we'll just auto-level him as well. And yeah, that's that. So, now we are going to go over to those skills and take a quick look. So we're going to go ahead and turn on Stamina 3. That's going to massively boost Jude's HP. We'll turn on Link Brigade because why not receive a little bit more experience. I don't need Extended Window. I've been getting a little bit better about snap pivoting, but still not really worthwhile grab at the moment. Alright, actually I probably should have the overextensions on, so let me take a quick look at what I can toss. See, I'm lacking in a lot of skill points now that I'm really taking a look at it. I might have to go and check to see if I can grab some skill point nodes later. Anyway, as for Mila, turn on her intelligence and stamina. Let's see here. Okay. I find it funny that she only has Overextension 2 and not Overextension 1. Anyway. I don't see anything worthwhile grabbing other than Link Brigade, so I think we'll leave it at that. And then Elise. Turn on Life Up, Mind Up, Link Brigade. Casting window is actually not that bad, so we'll turn that on. Even though she shouldn't be doing too many of those. We'll turn on the overextensions. Let's see. I think. Okay, so she is going to be. I do want at least to be art heavy, so we'll put on morale support or moral support. Why does she not have those on, actually? I was probably cutting some things to try to loosen up a few things. Let's see. Okay, Leia's pretty good as she is. Okay. This seems about right. Not enough for Link Brigade, so we'll just move on. Turn those on. Why not? Rowan's HP is already low enough as it is, so I'm not going to bother. And we'll turn on an overextension. And as for Alvin here, turn on his guard, Link Brigade. We'll turn on his chivalry because if I do use him, it's probably going to be with at least one girl, so overextensions. Okay, that's good for now. Alright, now I need to rework Jude's art. So first off, I'm going to put Whirlwind Snap up here. Let's see, where are you? There you are. And then right here, I'm going to put Cerberus Strike, and I want to put Aqua Sweep here. Oop. Going here. I'm going to put Steel. We're going to put our newly acquired Raging Blast here. Let's see here. We'll keep Sunspark on, right? And we're going to put Healer here. And as for this side, I'm going to put Savage Roar on every single one of these. And then I'm going to leave Recovery Ring on my L1 right stick. And that's going to be how I'm going to be playing Jude from now on. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get ourselves moving. So, let's see, actually, I forgot to check one thing, and that's here. So if I'm not mistaken, I think I need a heart herb for a side quest. Oh, actually, there should be a thing for here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna worry about that a little bit later. We're gonna be running through Jean Du later anyway, so we're gonna just move on. Okie dokie. So, I'm going through my long tunnel, and the light at the end says, well, let's get going. Mon Highlands, here we go. So we got several, well, new enemy types, some of which we have actually seen before. And before I say anything else, let's talk about the main skit, Tipo and the Four Great Spirits.
You told me that normally the Four Great Spirits follow you everywhere. Is that for real?
Yes, but...
No way! So how does it feel to command them?
I'm not sure how to answer that. They've always been with me, so it just feels... normal.
They're always with you, huh? So I guess it's like Elise and Tipo.
Interesting. So Elise may feel the same way about Tipo as I feel about the Four. When you put it that way, the way I've treated her seems quite insensitive.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. I can't afford to get swept up in sentiment at a time like this.
Alright, and now we have a skit, The Amazing and Cumbersome Human Body.
What I wouldn't do to be in front of a warm fireplace right now.
I'd certainly kill for a nice steaming bowl of stew.
Ooh, you'd kill for stew? For once, I understand exactly what you mean.
Mila, isn't your stomach cold?
It's fine. Oh, mucus!
Looks like you're having fun over there.
I am. The human body is truly a cumbersome thing.
Anyway, who's ready to eat?
Oh, Mila. Alright, Aggro, let's go. Alright, let's use our Whirlwind Snap here, kind of gather them up. And just take a look, they are weak to fire, so it looks like our new Raging Blast move is going to be quite nice. So Raging Blast, well, does a good chunk of damage. If it doesn't kill them, it will put them on the ground, and you can actually pretty much just spam it straight, and it will pick them up off the ground, put them back down, and repeat. Alright, so we're going to gather as much as we can find here. I don't think I took care of the Heart Herb quest last time, mostly because we couldn't really get them. The Heart Herbs are found on this trail. Anyway, as for what's been taking me so long, well, I don't know, just mostly just a lack of motivation. In addition to that, when I was starting to get kind of back on top of things, I came down with, well, what was thought to be labyrinthitis at first. It actually turned out to be, okay, that was interesting. It turned out to be benign positional vertigo. Basically, I just was dizzy all the time, and it really was bad. Like, I could not, like, get up and walk without, like, feeling dizzy. The first few days were pretty bad, and it just kind of got worse. By the way, this happened in late October. It was the 22nd, I think it was. I came down with this. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I have picked up streaming again. If you haven't been watching that, I need to guard more. Anyway. Alright. Let's get rid of them.
Go! Really good job, Tipo. You can count on me.
That wasn't too bad, as always.
But yeah, the illness was actually bad enough to where I had to withdraw from school.
Cold. Holy, you never call me Ellie anymore.
Or I had to withdraw for a quarter. I am back at school at this point. We're gonna go ahead and sneak up on this dragon dude, because if I remember correctly, these guys are pretty darn tanky. So, let's go ahead and get that back attack. Alright, these snow dragons are also weak to fire. That's gonna be pretty much the theme of this area. Nice shot, Elise. Alright, getting some gold dust too. Not bad at all. Anyway, let's go ahead and view the skit. Ambidexterity.
I'm impressed with your ability to handle a different weapon in each hand.
When I was a kid, I was left-handed, so I worked at strengthening my right arm instead.
That shows good combat sense. I imagine you needed special training to learn how to wield a sword with your offhand.
That must have been tough.
No, it had nothing to do with combat, just part of my daily life. You know me. Always a girl on each arm. And it would be rude to handle each of them differently.
What? And here I was starting to respect you. I'm leaving.
Are 2 arms even enough for you?
With a woman of your stature, maybe not.
Good. I'd hate for you to think that you can handle me with just 1.
Alright then. So, moving on. Just gonna fight most of the things in this area. Who knows, maybe I'll get those stat boosts that I've been looking for. Yeah, actually, it's been a while since I've actually seen Judamila's linked art, so I might want to take a look at the list and take a look-see. Oops, I pressed triangle.
It's not working?
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
I'm just getting started.
Okie dokie, let's see here. And then always keep my eyes turned up for potential eye-free treasures, because you never know where they may lie. Alright, let's check this hole. Yet another chest with some mysterious beads. Okie dokie. We are going to keep our eyes peeled and gather up. I fought pretty much everything in this area. I don't think I fought the mages yet, but gonna take care of that now, and then I'll probably start trying to avoid things. Alright, mages are weak to wind, interestingly enough. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and target this guy right here.
Over already?
Oh,
I can't stop. I want to get stronger. You can totally do it.
alright, getting more levels for people. I've already investigated
Shouldn't
the
you wear
whole.
more clothes, Mila? It's really cold out here.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Oh, Mila, you are a person. Okie dokie. Here, let's see.
Stop.
So, just zigzagging, looking for items. I haven't actually seen the eye-free treasure for this area. So, maybe I missed it, maybe it was in one of the holes, but I'm not going to dwell on that. Alright, here we are in the central region. Let's see here. Bee's nest. That's a interesting place to find in the winter, and whoops. Oh.
Nice job. Shoot.
So yeah, something I never really noticed about
Far too easy.
steel is that it actually does damage, so I'm starting to get better about mixing that in my combos now. And it does do damage in an AoE around you. It's a very small AoE, but it's AoE nonetheless, so it's good when you group up enemies.
So cold.
I think I'm frozen solid.
Alrighty then. Actually, this rock looks... Well, I say it looks suspicious, but there's already a gather point on it, so not much else I can really get from there. I don't think. Okay, grab the pearl. Let's see. Yep. But yeah, keeping my eyes open, looking up, and peeled back just to make sure I'm not missing any eye-free treasure. Because you never know. Oh, I got a bunch of enemies chasing me. I might hop into this hole right here to make them leave me alone. Alright, 3,000 gold. See, and a new skit for new experiences.
Achoo. We're all gonna catch colds at this rate.
Oh, a chance to get sick.
Do you enjoy having colds?
This will be my first time. When I had the 4, they wouldn't even let the rain and snow get me wet.
But what if you get a fever?
Ah, I did experience that when I hurt my legs. I felt like my body was burning up.
See? That's why you should try to stay healthy.
But I want to experience the sensation of having continuous nasal discharge.
I doubt that anyone else wants to see that.
It would be funny to see, though.
So that's get to go on slightly longer, but luckily we're moving fast. Alright, I believe this is not the correct way to go, which is why I'm going to go over here for the sake of exploration. Well, if it'll even let us get into the cave here. Looks like it will. So, onward into Silent Cave. Oh, and there's the hard herbs. But yeah, definitely living up to its name. It is, awfully silent. Alright, blue verbena. Not bad. Okay, well, that way's blocked. And I don't think there's any way getting over there. There should be a hole allowing us passage. Yep, it's right there. I'm going to take a look at what's at the end of the corridor, though, because, as I suspected, there is a chest. Some jetpack feathers. Alright, avoid the dragon. And let's pop out to the other side here. Okay, so there's a gather point by the mage, which we can avoid. Man, it's just kind of, eerie. I'm not used to actually having, like, no music. But, well, it makes you kind of just respect how much the music really just fills in the game in the exploration areas. Oh. Did I say explanation? I think I meant exploration, but, you know, words are hard. I tried to sneak up on him. I probably should have just walked forward and I would have been fine. Alright, I was gonna look at my linked arts with Mila and
Far too easy.
I'll do that after I leave this area. Anyway, let's get this chest that I was trying to grab. Get an elixir, solid. Mushroom powder. Let's see. Jetpack feathers. There's a hole here, and if I'm not mistaken, there's actually an event over here. Oh, and one of the many mysterious jewels out there. But actually, in that little flower meadow, I believe there's an event, so I'm gonna go over here and let's see if we can trigger it. Oh, okay, so I guess there isn't an event right now, but I will say that there's definitely an event that happens in that little flower meadow. We will be back a little bit later to check that event, but I guess it's inaccessible now. I'm trying to remember at what point it does become accessible, but can't seem to remember, but I'll check back here some other time when we're later into the story, because it's got to be story progress that's preventing the skit, and I'm not going to spoil what who it's for or what it is. Alright, let's get out of this silent cave, and just this area in general, because we are nearly at Konbalar. Let's see here. Alright, so if we hang a right here, I believe. See, we've gotten that hole there, back here. Oh, and just a night free treasure, just kind of hanging out on a tree. And it's got some sideburns in it, which we already have, so we're just going to, well, ignore them. And last but not least, we have nearly reached Konbalar. Just gonna pick up our gather points and, well, honestly, probably end the episode after I get to the save point over there. Because it's already been about 25 minutes and there's gonna be, no doubt, a lot of cutscenes and stuff, so you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that. But don't worry, I am back on track in this game, and you're not gonna have to wait nearly a year for the next one. Alright. I honestly probably should be fighting more than I am, but I don't want to... It's my first episode back. I don't want to flood this episode too much more.
I will fulfill my mission.
That wombo combo, though.
I'm right there with you.
So this is experience.
Alright, I've been a little TP heavy, but... Jude, please. Wow. Well, I probably need to sell a few things. I wonder when the last time I sold items is, actually. Oh well. Worry about that later. Speaking of which... Okay, nothing on that rock. A little bit of money. Let's see, there's a gather point there. Bag. And I think that's actually going to pretty much do it for them on Highlands. Let's see, if I have anyone chasing me, I might have to fight them for the sake of, not starting the next episode with a bunch of guys attacking me from the behind. Alright, yeah, that appears to be good. Dragons are slow and he's going to get caught in that tree. Alright guys, so we have arrived at our destination, but as I said earlier, we're going to go ahead and end it here. This has been Mr. Happy's Missing, and next time, well, we're going to head into the city. See you guys next time.